When it comes to babies, you often hear all about the good stuff, but not necessarily the real stuff. So a new book is aiming to change that, lifting the veil on all things pregnancy, parenthood, and so much more. It's for parents, by parents.
It's quotes from like real people.
It's better when it's coming from someone that's experienced it.
It's bite-sized and quick, and honestly more fun to read.
What no one tells you when you're expecting is exactly that. All the stuff you find out when you're in the sleep-deprived thick of it. It's a new book put out by North York General Hospital, and joining us with more this morning is Shauna Miller from North York General Foundation and Dr. David Eisen, Chief of Family Medicine. Thanks so much for being here, you two.
Thanks for having us.
Shauna, I'll start first with you. Tell us a little bit about the premise of the book and what's in it.
Yeah, so North York General are experts in newborn care, and we give birth to thousands of babies every year. But there's still tons of things that people don't expect when they're expecting. And so what we decided to do was really go out to our community and ask them to submit their comments, their feelings, their thoughts, all the things they didn't expect, and then have our experts pair in response what this is all about and why this happens, and really bring our expertise to the forefront. The second purpose was really to launch our big birthing center campaign, a $22 million campaign to revitalize and refresh our postpartum units and our labor and delivery units to create a new modern birthing center for our diverse and growing communities. So it was really a really exciting thing for us to source in the community and have it really be fed by parents for parents.
Well, I love that the advice has changed over the years, but also obviously the medical care is changing as well, and so we're going to see a revolutionized center there. Doctor, you are featured in the book as you respond to some of the comments and give the medical background to what some of these parents have submitted. Were you surprised by any of the things that they said that they weren't expecting?
I'm always kind of blown away by what our parents are experiencing and how poignantly they feel it. It is really the roller coaster of planning your family, getting pregnant, carrying, delivering, and recovering. It really seems like a roller coaster to me. So I wasn't totally surprised by the content of the question. I was certainly blown away by how strongly felt the feelings are and what our parents are going through. And it was a pleasure to be able to lend some of our expertise to that, because it really is such an important part of a family's life, is what they're going through at this phase.
Well, speaking of feelings, Doctor, one of the chapters I really appreciated in the book was all about the postpartum aspect. That is incredibly difficult for a lot of families. It's incredibly emotionally charged for a lot of women and for men who go through this experience. If you could talk to some of our viewers watching this morning who are about to embark on this journey, what would you say about that postpartum period?
I would say the hardest 2 weeks of a young woman's life is the 2 weeks after she delivers her baby. And I would say that is a big physical, emotional, and personal strain on the mom and everyone around her, the family, spouse, family, caregivers. And I would say that because those 2 weeks are so emotionally charged and hormonally charged and physically charged, and there's so much going on in recovery, personal and physical, it's nice to know that it ends and that the person gets better after that and she feels better. And really, after 2 weeks, it's not the same. Mm-hmm. So what I would say is, knowing that it's a 2-week marathon, it's got a finish line.
Mm-hmm. It's got a finish line, and if that finish line keeps getting further and further away, seek out help, ask for help, and know that it doesn't have to be that way. Real quick, Shauna, can I ask you the feedback from the book? What are people saying?
People have just loved the ability to submit their own personal thoughts and feelings. You know, there's a lot of nostalgia, I think, in the book. I have 2 children, and reading it, I think, oh gosh, yes, I remember back to that time. But people really feel as though it's real, and that we've normalized all of the things from pregnancy to birth to postpartum that all of our people are feeling, and our community just felt it was great to be real.
It is very real. You guys, thank you so much for the book, and thank you for coming today.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
The book is called What No One Tells You When You're Expecting. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.